Hello student, welcome to Centennial online classes. We all are working from home. Student, in previous video we had discussed about Huygens principle of secondary wavelets to determine the new location of wavefront if previous one is given. Student, in this video we discuss about what happens when a plane wavefront incident on any reflecting or refracting surface. So firstly start to discuss when plane wavefront incident on any reflecting surface. Student, firstly consider this is a reflecting surface. Now a plane wavefront this is a plane wavefront AB incident in this mirror on this reflected surface. Student, if we draw the ray, then we know that ray is always perpendicular to the wavefront. So this is a ray which is perpendicular to wavefront, and this is another ray which also perpendicular to wavefront. Actually this wavefront consists infinite numbers of ray. These are incident ray. And AB is a incident wavefront. Incident wavefront, which consists infinite number of particles. If we draw the normal at point A, so draw a line perpendicular to the plane of reflecting surface, said N1. Student, this is the incident ray and this is a normal, so angle between incident ray and normal is called incident angle I. Now student, the incident wavefront AB consists infinite numbers of particles which lie in same phase. I consider two particles, one is at B and other is at A, and all the particles lie between them. When I start to observe, that is at t equal to 0, particle A on wavefront AB is at this position and particle B on the wavefront AB is at that position. Now after t time, we know that according to Huygens principle or secondary wavelets, this particle emit wavelets which move with the speed of light. So after t time, distance traveled by particle B as well as distance traveled by particle A, d equal to c into t. Consider c is the speed of light in this medium, that is d equal to c t. So we know that after t second, the particle at B travel a distance ct and particle at A also travel a distance ct. Student, consider after time t, B reached at B dash and travel how much distance? Distance travel in t time second is ct. It means after t time this particle on the wavefront B reached at point B dash. Now in time t, particle at A on wavefront AB reflect by the reflecting surface and return back in same medium. Also travel a distance ct and consider reached at point A dash by traveling distance ct. It means after t time, it means initially A is at that point and B is at that point, and the plane between A and B is incident wavefront. After t time, B reached at B dash by traveling distance ct and A reached at A dash by traveling also distance ct. Now if we draw the line joining A and B, we obtain reflected wavefront. If we produce this is a reflected ray and perpendicular to that is reflected wavefront. Similarly here if we draw the normal and then it also returned in same medium parallel to the reflected ray first, because both are incident at same angle, that's why both reflected at same angle. And both reflected ray are perpendicular to reflected wavefront. This is a reflected ray, this is also reflected ray, and this plane containing this, the reflected ray is called a reflected wavefront. Friend, here it is clear that this is a reflected ray, so angle between normal and reflected ray is reflected angle. Now this angle is R, so this angle is equal to 90 minus R, and we know that normal makes angle 90 degree with the surface, so this angle is equal to R. Similarly here incident angle between incident ray and normal is I, so the angle between normal and incident wavefront is 90 minus I. Finally angle between incident wavefront and surface is I, because normal perpendicular to the surface. Sorry, here 90 minus I. It is 90 minus I, because angle between incident ray and normal is I. That's why angle between normal and incident wavefront is 90 minus I. So in angle between normal and plane is 90. That's why this angle is equal to I. Now let's discuss what happens this plane wavefront incident on any refracting surface. So next condition is when plane wavefront incident on any refracting surface. Student, consider x dash is a refracting surface. Separate the two medium first and medium second. The refractive index of this medium is mu1 and speed is v1. And refractive index of this medium is mu2 and speed of light in this medium is v2. Now consider a plane wavefront AB incident on this refracting surface. Now firstly draw the rays which is perpendicular to the wavefront. This is the incident ray. This is perpendicular to incident wavefront. Another ray. It is also an incident ray and perpendicular to incident wavefront. Now we draw the normal which is perpendicular to refracting surface. Student, as we know that the wavefront AB contain infinite numbers of particles, and according to Huygens principle, each particle act as a source and produce secondary wavelets which move with the speed of light. Here v1 is the speed of light in this medium and v2 is the speed of light in that medium. So after t time, distance traveled by particle B which is on the wavefront AB is distance traveled by particle B is v1 into t. Consider by travelling distance v1t, particle B reached at B dash. By travelling a distance v1t. Similarly, after t time, the particle A on the wavefront AB enter into second medium and travelling distance v2 into t. So distance travelled by particle A, distance travelled by particle A in t second is v2 t. As we know that when light travel from one medium to another medium, it bend toward or away from normal. So I consider it bend toward the normal. And travel distance v2t. And reached at A dash. This is the refracted rays. Now similarly, we draw the normal at point B dash. These are the normal. Here, both the incident rays incident at same angle. That's why they refract also by same angle. So consider the particle at point B refract in this way. These are the refracted rays. And we know that when we draw a normal on refracted ray, we obtain a refracted wavefront. So firstly draw the normal on refracted ray. These are the normal on refracted ray. And A dash B dash is refracted wavefront. Here the angle between incident ray and normal is incident angle, and incident ray and wave front perpendicular to each other. That's why this angle is equal to 90 minus I. And normal and surface also not perpendicular to each other. That's why this angle is finally equal to I. Similarly, this is the refracted ray and this is the normal. Angle between refracted ray and normal is refracted angle. As we know that refracted ray and wavefront are perpendicular to each other. That's why this angle is 90 minus R. So finally this angle is R. So please pause the video and note in your notebook.